Season 1. Season 1 presents a world in which massive human-like monsters known as Titans prey on and devour humans. To protect themselves against these Titans, humans live inside 3 enormous walls. Eren Yeager, a little child in the beginning of the novel, longs to see the world outside the walls. Although they are also terrified of the Titans, his closest friends Mikasa and Armin are just as curious as he is. Before a massive Titan, significantly larger than others, unexpectedly shows up and demolishes the wall. This makes it possible for smaller Titans to infiltrate Eren's hometown and launch attacks on its residents. Eren watches in horror as his mother gets trapped under debris and a Titan kills her. This moment changes his life forever, and he promises to destroy every Titan. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin join the military to fight the Titans and protect humanity. During their training, we see how tough life is for new soldiers. They must learn to use special gear called ODM gear, which helps them move quickly and fight Titans. Soon after their training ends, the Titans attack again. Eren and his friends are sent into battle, and things get chaotic. Eren shows his bravery, but during one fight, he gets swallowed by a Titan. This shocks everyone, especially Mikasa and Armin, who think he is gone. But soon, something incredible happens. A new Titan appears and starts attacking other Titans instead of humans. This Titan helps turn the battle around and protects the soldiers. The big twist comes when this rogue Titan is revealed to be Eren himself. Somehow, Eren has gained the ability to transform into a Titan. This discovery scares some people in the military because they don't trust him. However, his friends and a few leaders see his power as a way to fight back against the Titans. Eren is given a chance to prove himself during another mission to seal a hole in the wall. As the story continues, the soldiers face more challenges. They realize that the Titans are not just mindless creatures. There is a mysterious female Titan who seems intelligent and has a specific goal. She is incredibly strong and fast, making her very dangerous. Eren and his squad try to stop her, but she is hard to defeat. Later, it is revealed that she is actually one of their fellow soldiers in disguise. The season ends with an intense fight between Eren and the female Titan. Though Eren manages to hold his ground, the mysteries around the Titans grow even deeper. The people inside the wall start questioning what they know about their world. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin realize that their fight has only just begun, and there are many secrets waiting to be uncovered. Season 2. Attack on Titan's second season continues where the first one left off. Soldiers discover a Titan inside the wall, which is an unexpected find at the start of the story. Nobody anticipated that Titans would be a part of the walls that were supposed to protect them, therefore, this confuses everyone. Religious leader Pastor Nick seemed to be aware of the reality, but won't explain. The soldiers become nervous as the mystery deepens. Meanwhile, a new threat comes up when Titans are spotted inside the second wall. This is a major problem because it means they are closer to the towns and villages. The soldiers split into groups to investigate and warn the people. One group, led by Sasha, finds that a small village has been attacked. Sasha shows her bravery by saving a little girl from a Titan using only a bow and arrow. In another group, Connie discovers something disturbing at his home village. There are no bodies, but a Titan is sitting on his house. This Titan does not attack, and Connie feels it looks like his mother. This raises new questions about where Titans come from, and if they were once human. The action intensifies when the soldiers face more unusual Titans. One of the most terrifying is the Beast Titan, who is intelligent and can talk. He seems to control the other Titans and easily defeats experienced soldiers. The Beast Titan's presence adds a new layer of danger, as he is unlike anything they have faced before. The season focuses on 2 big revelations. First, Reiner and Bertholdt, 2 trusted soldiers, reveal that they are actually the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan. This betrayal shocks everyone, especially Eren and Mikasa, who trusted them as teammates. Reiner tries to convince Eren to join him, but Eren refuses. This leads to a massive fight between Eren, Reiner, and Bertholdt. During this battle, Eren struggles to control his Titan powers, but eventually discovers a new ability. He can command other Titans to attack, which helps him and his friends escape. This power, known as the Coordinate, becomes a key part of the story moving forward. The second major revelation comes from Ymir, who turns out to be another Titan shifter. She transforms to protect her friend Krista, whose real name is Historia. Historia is revealed to be part of a powerful family with ties to the secrets of the walls. Ymir's story shows that not all Titan shifters are enemies, and some have their reasons for fighting. The season ends with Eren and his friends barely escaping from Reiner and Bertolt. However, the cost of their survival is high, as they lose many comrades. The soldiers return to the walls with more questions than answers. They now know that some of their enemies were once friends, and that the truth about Titans is more complicated than they imagined. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin realize they must stay strong, because their fight for freedom is far from over. Season 3. The Season 3 of Attack on Titan is further divided into parts. Let's get into Part 1. Season 3, Part 1 of Attack on Titan takes a different turn. Instead of focusing only on fighting Titans, the story dives deeper into the secrets of the walls and the government. This part reveals more about human politics and corruption, making it feel intense and emotional. The focus shifts to Eren, Historia, and their connection to these mysteries. The season begins with Levi's squad protecting Eren and Historia. The military finds out that they are key to the secrets of the Titans. The government wants to capture them, but Levi and his team work hard to keep them safe. During this time, we learn more about Historia's past. Her real name is Historia Reiss, and she is part of the royal family. Her father, Rod Reiss, wants to use her for his own plans. Things get dangerous when Kenny the Ripper, a skilled killer, shows up. He leads a team of fighters who use special weapons to counter Levi and his squad. Levi fights Kenny in some of the most intense action scenes in the season. Their battle is full of fast moves and clever tricks, showing how skilled both of them are. Levi manages to hold his own, but Kenny proves to be a tough opponent. The story takes a darker turn when Eren is captured by Rod Reiss. He reveals that Eren's father, Grisha, stole the Titan powers from the Reiss family. Rod wants Historia to eat Eren and take back the powers. This moment is filled with tension as Historia must choose between her father's wishes and doing what she feels is right. Instead of following her father's orders, she decides to stand against him. This is a big turning point for Historia, showing her strength and independence. Meanwhile, Levi's squad works hard to rescue Eren. They break into the underground cave where Eren is being held. A huge fight breaks out, and the team faces many challenges. During the battle, Rod Reiss turns himself into a massive Titan. This Titan is larger than anything they have seen before, but it is slow and unstable. Eren struggles with his role in all of this. He feels guilty for what his father did, but his friends encourage him to keep fighting. He drinks a special serum that helps him use his powers in a new way. Using his Titan abilities, he helps the team stop Rod Reiss's Titan before it can destroy the city. The part ends with Historia becoming the new queen. This is a powerful moment because it shows how much she has grown. She takes charge to help the people and make changes in the corrupt government. At the same time, the soldiers learn more about the Titans and the world outside the walls. These discoveries set the stage for the battles and mysteries to come in the next part. Season 3, Part 2 of Attack on Titan focuses on reclaiming Wall Maria and uncovering more of the mysteries about the Titans. The story becomes more intense as the soldiers prepare for a massive battle against their strongest enemies yet. Eren, Mikasa, Armin, and the others know this mission will be dangerous, but they are determined to take back their home. The mission begins with the soldiers heading to Shiganshina, Eren's hometown. They want to seal the hole in the wall and stop the Titans from invading again. Eren plans to use his hardening ability to block the breach, but things get complicated quickly. Reiner and Bertolt appear with the Beast Titan, and it becomes clear that the enemies were waiting for them. The Beast Titan leads an army of Titans, surrounding the soldiers and cutting off their escape. Reiner transforms into the Armored Titan, and Bertolt eventually becomes the Colossal Titan. The soldiers are forced to split into groups to handle different threats. Eren faces Reiner in a fierce one-on-one fight, while others try to figure out how to stop Bertolt and the Beast Titan. The battle is intense, with heavy losses on both sides. Armin comes up with a risky plan to stop the Colossal Titan. He sacrifices himself by distracting Bertolt, allowing Eren to strike at the right moment. This is a heartbreaking moment, as Armin's bravery saves everyone but comes at a great cost. Meanwhile, Levi takes on the Beast Titan in an incredible fight. He nearly defeats him, but hesitates when the Beast Titan's human form, Zeke, is rescued by another Titan. The soldiers eventually manage to seal the wall, but the victory feels bittersweet. Many lives were lost, including Erwin, the brave commander of the Survey Corps. A difficult decision arises when they find that both Armin and Erwin are barely alive. They have only one dose of a serum that can save one of them. Levi chooses to save Armin, turning him into a Titan and allowing him to eat Bertholdt to gain his powers. After the battle, Eren and the others finally reach the basement in his old home. This moment has been a long time coming, as they believe it holds the key to understanding the Titans. Inside, they find books and documents left by Eren's father, Grisha. These reveal shocking truths about the world outside the walls. The Titans are not the only threat. There is an entire world beyond the walls, filled with people who see them as enemies. The documents explain that the people inside the walls are part of a race called Eldians. They were oppressed by another group called the Marleyans, who used Titans as weapons. Grisha's mission was to give the Eldians a chance to fight back by passing the attack Titan power to Eren. This revelation changes everything the characters thought they knew about their world and sets the stage for the next part of the story. Season 4. It's further divided into 4 parts, and we will go through each part consecutively. Let's get right into part 1. The main characters, including Eren, Mikasa, Armin, and others, are now much older. The action begins with a focus on a new group of characters, the Marleyans. They live outside the walls, and the story reveals that there is a whole world beyond the island. The Marleyan government controls the power of the Titans and uses them to keep their enemies in check. The Marleyans are in conflict with a group called the Eldians, who have the ability to turn into Titans. These Eldians are treated as second-class citizens and are used as soldiers for the Marleyan army. We are introduced to new characters like Gabi and Falco, 2 young Eldians who have been trained to fight for Marley. Gabi, in particular, is determined to become a warrior and inherit one of the powerful Titan powers. The season shifts between the Marleyans and the original characters from Paradise Island. The Marleyan army plans an attack on Paradise Island to take control of the founding Titan, which is held by Eren. They believe that if they capture it, they can use its power to control the Eldians and other nations. Meanwhile, the people of Paradise Island are preparing for their own fight. Eren, Mikasa, Armin, and the others have grown stronger and are ready to take on any threat to protect their home. The most intense part of this season is the attack on Marley. Eren and his friends, along with the rest of the Paradise army, launch a surprise assault on Marley. They come with a powerful force and have the element of surprise on their side. This battle shows just how far the characters have come. Eren's power has grown, and he is willing to do whatever it takes to protect his people. During the battle, we see the strength of the new Marleyan warriors like Reiner, who has returned as the Armored Titan, and Zeke, the Beast Titan. There is also the Jaw Titan and the Cart Titan, who play important roles in the battle. Eren faces off against Reiner, and they have a brutal fight, but it's clear that Eren is no longer the same person he once was. His desire for revenge and freedom has changed him. The fight in Marley is brutal, and many lives are lost. Gabi, who has been a major character, shows her strength by taking a life during the battle. This moment is important because it marks a turning point for her. She starts to understand the cost of war and the pain that comes with it. The battle is chaotic, and the destruction it causes is felt by both sides. The season ends on a cliffhanger, with the characters realizing the scale of the conflict they are involved in. Eren and his friends are no longer just fighting for survival. They are fighting for the future of all Eldians. They have learned that the world outside is much larger and more dangerous than they ever imagined. As Eren takes a darker path, his friends must decide whether to follow him or stop him from making a choice that could change everything. Season 4, Part 1 sets up the tension for the coming parts. The battle against Marley shows that the fight is no longer just about Titans. It's about freedom, power, and the future of both Paradise and Marley. The world is changing, and the characters must face their hardest challenges yet. Now let's move ahead with Part 2. The focus shifts to the consequences of Eren's choices and the impact of the war on both sides. As the stakes get higher, the characters are forced to make difficult decisions about loyalty, survival, and the future of their world. The season opens with Eren fully embracing his role as a leader. He is now determined to carry out his plan, known as the Rumbling, a catastrophic event that involves awakening countless colossal titans inside the walls. His goal is to crush the rest of the world to protect Paradise Island, but this path puts him on a dark and dangerous road. Eren's friends, including Mikasa, Armin, and the others, are troubled by his change in attitude. They struggle with whether they should support him or stop him before it's too late. The season focuses heavily on the inner conflict within the Paradise group. Armin, who has grown into a leader himself, tries to reason with Eren, but it's clear that Eren is no longer the same person. His drive to protect his people has led him to consider extreme measures, even if it means sacrificing innocent lives. Mikasa, torn between loyalty to her friend and the moral consequences of his actions, struggles to decide where her allegiance truly lies. Meanwhile, Marley's forces are still reeling from the events of Part 1. The Marleyan military is desperate to stop the rumbling and prevent Paradise from destroying the rest of the world. Reiner, the armored titan, is dealing with his own guilt and emotions after witnessing the destruction caused by his actions. He, along with the other Marleyan warriors, must confront the choices they've made and decide how far they are willing to go to end the war. In this part, we also see more of Zeke's story. Zeke, the Beast Titan, has been working with Eren for his own mysterious reasons. As his backstory unfolds, we learn about his troubled past, including the burden of being a failure in the eyes of both Marley and Paradis. Zeke's complex relationship with Eren becomes a central point in the story, as the two brothers' differing ideologies clash. The season reaches its peak, with the confrontation between Eren and the Marleyan forces, along with the arrival of new enemies. The action scenes are intense, with the characters facing the consequences of their choices. Season 4, Part 3 of Attack on Titan continues the intense and emotional story as the conflict reaches its final stages. Eren's plan to activate the rumbling is moving forward, and the clock is ticking. The remaining members of the Survey Corps, including Mikasa, Armin, Jean, and Connie, know that they must stop Eren before it's too late. They are struggling with their feelings for their friend, as Eren has become more ruthless and determined than ever. Their loyalty to him is tested, but they know that the world, as they know it, is at risk. The alliance between Paradis Island and the Marleyan forces grows even more complicated. The Marleyans are no longer just enemies. They become uneasy allies in a desperate effort to stop the rumbling. Reiner, Mikasa, Armin, and others must work with their former enemies to prevent the catastrophe that Eren is about to unleash. Despite their differences, they realize that their fight is not just for survival. It's for the future of everyone, Eldian and Marleyan alike. As the alliance moves forward, the truth about Eren's actions becomes clearer. His resolve to bring an end to the war at all costs has transformed him into a cold, determined force. Eren's ability to manipulate others has led him to a point where his friends can no longer trust him. His plan to destroy the rest of the world through the rumbling is the only thing that matters to him, no matter the cost. As the final part begins, the characters know that time is running out. Eren's plan, the rumbling, is in full motion, and the colossal titans are marching across the world, destroying everything in their path. The destruction is massive, and there seems to be no way to stop it. Eren's once loyal friends, Mikasa, Armin, and others, are now forced to confront him, knowing that his plan could end the world as they know it. The conflict reaches its emotional peak as the characters face the reality of their situation. Eren is no longer the person they knew. His desire for freedom has led him down a path where he's willing to destroy the entire world to protect Paradis Island. This decision is not just about survival anymore. It's about the choices that define the characters. Eren's friends must decide whether to stop him or let him continue his destruction. Mikasa and Armin, in particular, are torn. Mikasa struggles with her love for Eren and her duty to stop him. Armin, who has always been the voice of reason, faces the difficult task of convincing his old friend to abandon his plan. But Eren is determined, and it's clear that he is willing to sacrifice everything to see his vision through. In this final part, the characters must work together to stop the rumbling and save the world. Old alliances are tested, and new ones are formed as the survivors of Paradis and Marley join forces one last time. The Marleyans, who were once enemies, must now fight alongside the people of Paradise to stop Eren's destruction. It's a fragile alliance, but it's the only hope they have. As the final battle unfolds, we see the emotional and physical toll the war has taken on everyone. The characters are battered and broken, but they are determined to put an end to the endless cycle of violence. The fight is intense, with the characters using all their skills and abilities to try to stop Eren. The Titans are at their peak, and the world is on the brink of complete destruction. The action scenes in this final part are epic, with each character facing their own personal battles. Some of the most powerful moments come from the emotional confrontations between Eren and his friends. They must face the truth about themselves and their relationship with Eren. Will they be able to stop him, or will they be forced to accept the destruction of the world? As the season reaches its climax, the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Eren's fate is sealed, and the characters must come to terms with the cost of the choices they've made. The world is forever changed by the events that unfold, and the final moments of the series are both heartbreaking and satisfying. The characters have grown, learned, and sacrificed everything for the future they believe in,